Good morning, everyone. This is Bernie here from Base Tennis, Germany. And I'm going to walk you guys through some of the features from Playsight. The screen that you're seeing right now is the software that is installed at the club and is on each court through the tower. Is also accessible through what we call the debriefing station, which is a computer away from the court where you can take your time to analyze your match a little bit more in depth. Obviously, on court, you do want to have access to that, but obviously you don't want to be standing at the tower, 15, 20 minutes. On court, you want to do the work, and you want to check quick things every now and then. And it's also available online, and we will show you the difference of the online platform. It's also available on your phone if you have the app. So there's many ways that you can access the information. The information is readily available, so it's real-time statistics. On this match, for example, the players could have accessed information a second after the match is over, or during the match they can come back and replay the information. All is automated. There is no need for an operator. The cameras do all the job and shot recognition and statistics automatically. So here we go. So what you see right here now is the statistics tab, and that's what you see at first every time you access your sessions. This is a match, which is what I chose to show you. It's between Dustin Brown, an ATP player from Germany, and Florian Broska, which is one of our top juniors. You always get this screen first. I chose to do a match because it's complete statistics, but you can also do a training session. You can do a serve session in return. You can do just a free drill. There's different options, all available with the statistics, with the video analysis through Playsight. So here we go. At first you have the match summary, which is similar to what you see on a professional tournament, all the summary of how the match unfolded. So you have total points won. Right here we can see Dustin 139 on this set and Florian 28. You have the aces, you have first serve, double faults, points on first serve percentage, winners, unforced errors, so all the basic match summary. You can also go in depth into shots. So if I go to the next tab right here called serves, then I have more in-depth information on serves. So I have the total serves, serves in, fastest serve speed in the match, the average serve speed, the location of the serve, the placement, so serves on the tee. So that will be, in the middle of the court, serves on the body, wide serves. It also shows you the depth of the serves, serves that were deep on the tee, body, and wide. And then what's very interesting for us is the net clearance on the serves. So if you're training, for example, a kick serve, you want to have a very high clearance. If you're training first serves flat, low, and you can have an idea of how high the ball is going over the net. So you have low, which is from the net to 30 centimeters, so right over the net 30 centimeters. You have medium, 30 to 60 centimeters, and high. Then you can go in depth also on strokes. You have the statistics on strokes. So the same, total forehands, the fastest forehand, average. Same thing on the net clearance and for the forehand and the backhand. So that's very in-depth information and percentages. There is also some statistics on the rallies. So short rallies won, 2 to 5 balls, medium rallies that you won, 6 to 9 balls, and long rallies. So you can have an idea of how the match unfolded and how you're doing on short points, medium points, and long points. So here we could tell there was not many long points, probably a very aggressive match. If you guys know Dustin, he's very unorthodox with the drop shots and going for winners on unusual situations. So that makes a lot of sense looking at that. And then you have a fitness, which is the calories burned. So that's an average that the system takes from your weight, height, and age, and what you normally would burn as an athlete during the time that you play. And then the distance covered, which is exact. So that is the camera which follows your movement during the point, not in between points. So only when the point starts, it shows your movement, and it tells you how much you've been moving during the period of the session. They play only one set, and then you can tell the movement from the players. So this is all the statistical information that's readily available to you after each session. And then on the following tab up top called Court View, if I click on that, then I have the video part. which is obviously synchronized with all the statistics and all the information. So I can watch it as a normal video. Yeah, so I can click play and just watch the match. And I can also, while I'm watching it, I can switch the camera side, which is synchronized. So I have the side from Florian's point of view. If I pause and I switch side, I have the same moment on Dustin's point of view. If I want to stop and analyze a serve we have that angle, which is the service line angle. At any moment, I have a toolbox every time I pause here on the bottom, which I circle here. So this toolbox gives me many options. So the hand, which is the one I click right now, it lets me drag my finger across the screen and move frame by frame. So if I drag my finger to the right, as I'm doing now, I go forwards. If I drag my finger to the left, I go backwards. If you have a mouse, the same thing with the mouse, obviously. What I can also do is I can pause and I can analyze whatever I want and make drawings. Yeah, so I can make, for example, if I change here the side, I can do whatever I want with my tools here, and then keep playing the video and just manipulate it whatever way I want. If I don't want to pause it, if I want to just slow it down, I can go down on speed here on the bottom right corner, and then down to 25%. Can go back up to 100, and all the options I have are those lines right here: baseline, side A, side B, back, like I showed you, and then service line for analyticals on a volley or if the player moves forwards. Besides those angles, I also have the player view, which is the analytical cameras from the front. Yeah. So to give you an idea, if I go to a specific shot right here, let's analyze Florian's return on this point. I can pause it, and then I have this angle. I have this angle. That angle, of course, not interesting. I have this angle, and then I have the player view angle on Florian's side. So those are all the angles that I can analyze the same moment in time. So we're just talking about video right now. And that's obviously something that is not new, and I've been able to see video from that's amazing already from Playsight. But the real magic here is on the bottom left, where it says expand event list. If I click on that, then I have every single shot filed automatically, and it gives me the person who hit the shot, the type of shot, the status, if it was in, out on the net, the speed of each shot, and the rotations in RPM. For each shot. So on this, if I click on the very first one, Dustin first serve, it takes me directly to that shot, which was in 188 and 430 RPM, which is a very flat, hard serve and an ace. Yeah, and I can just go to whatever I want. Yeah? So if I want to see the Dustin's backhand, I can go and play that, and I have his backhand. So that is the magic of Playsight. To go even further, if I want to only see strokes, then I have a filter where I don't waste time going through the whole list on the match. I can just click on it, and if I'm just interested, for example, on seeing Dustin's forehands, let's go forehands cross. Then I have all of them right listed here on the left. When I click OK, it just takes me to all of those shots. Yeah, so I go straight to the forehand cross, which is what I'm interested in seeing, and it just shows me every single forehand cross that he hit. So that applies to everything else. So if I want to see, let's say, Dustin's forehand volleys that were out, so then I have one on the match. If I click OK, it'll take me to that forehand, the forced error forehand volley. And I can keep going all day. As you can see here, all the options I have, you can literally filter it whatever way you want. You have the same option for serve. So if I go on filtering here, I can see only first serves on the match. I can see double faults. Yeah, so let's focus here on Florian's double fault. So he hit 2 double faults, and then I can go right to that moment on his double fault on the serves. So same thing for returns. I have the filter on the kind of returns that the players hit. And for rally, so here on this option, it just separates each point for me of the match. Yeah, so I can focus point by point, every point that was played on the match, and I can also filter if I want to see how Florian was doing on the very short rallies, 3 and 4 balls. Yeah, so I can see all the rallies that he won. Yeah, and what did he do differently on those short rallies. So here we have all the short rallies that Florian won, played back to back for me. Yeah, so that is what I really love as a coach and people as a player. How amazing and how quickly you can just go to what is interesting for you. Yeah. And then to go even further, if we stay on the rallies, let's take a look at the biggest rally on the match, which was 9 balls. 8 balls was the biggest rally. And if I want to analyze that, so let's just watch the point. And I can see it as a video. And I can also see it on 3D. Yeah. So if I want to analyze that same point, which was a drop shot there, Florian, a very beautiful point. If I want to analyze that point on 3D, now I have the players on 3D, Florian being the red player and Dustin being the blue player. I can analyze it from the top and see how the movement was on that point, how the point was built by the players. You have a movement line that shows you how the players were moving throughout the point, and you have the spray chart, the hit chart on the balls. Yeah. So then you have the same point we just watched on 3D. The cool thing about 3D is you have all those different angles. Yeah, you have the side angle, which is not available with the cameras. We have the ball angle. So if I want to see this point again, and I want to look at with the camera on the ball, let's slow it down a little bit to 50% or 75%. Now I'm going to watch this point with the camera on the ball. Yeah. So the same point here, which is quite cool, where we can see the depth of the ball and how the players are moving each other. If I want to watch it from the player view, so from Florian's point of view, to check on his movement, if I want to watch from Dustin's point of view, it's also available. And another feature is if I go to the strokes for the whole match, yeah, then I have a hit chart of forehands and backhands. If I go to all, then it adds the serves for me. So you can see there red would be first serves, yellow second serves, the bluish is a forehand, and then the purple backhands. And I can just watch how the players were doing. If I want to filter only the strokes from Florian, then I have his hit chart. If I want to filter only his forehands, I want to see how he's placing his forehands, then I have his hit chart right there. So that is some of the features of what Playsight can do. What I'm doing right now, for example, is I'm at a debriefing station, and I am recording this, which will be sent to my account and to Florian's account automatically. So I use this feature a lot to coach my players through the videos that they used with Playsight. And then you'll be able to see how that translates into the online platform. So I hope you enjoyed it. That is just some of the features from Playsight, but it gives you a very good idea of how this system operates. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me directly at bernardo@basetennis.com. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much for your time. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.